y'all, welcome back to my channel. Amy here. Today we're going to be talking about my March TBR. This is going to be a very short and sweet video because I still want to read some of the books that I didn't get to read in February, which we'll get to those very shortly. But welcome to March, by the way. This video will go up March 1st, but as I'm filming today, we are still in February, but I don't have much longer left in February, just like 2.5 more days. So I am currently listening to The Falling by J.T. Newman. I'm only on like chapter 3 though, about in the middle of chapter 3. I just started it last night. Really liking it so far. Our action sort of happens right away in this book. So anyway, that's what I'm currently listening to right now. The audiobook is really, really good. So for the month of March, I really wanted just to focus on what I want to read because it is my birthday month. So I just wanted to read what I want to read. So I did pick a few books off of my shelf, and of course, we're going to pick from my jar of the 23 male romances that I want to read, in 2023. Bella, you okay back there? Okay. But these books that I have not gotten to in February yet, I still do really want to read. So that one, well, the first one we're going to talk about is Stay Awake by Megan Golden. So I talked about this in my February TBR, so I won't go much into it. I'm probably late to the game. I think so many have already read this and loved it, so I'm very excited to get to it. This has to do with a woman that... I don't know if she has amnesia, but she wakes up in the back of a taxi. She has no idea where she is or how she got there. I think she has some words. I believe it says "stay awake" written on her arm. I don't know what's going on, but I'm really excited to get into it. And then the other book I wanted to get to in February that I still want to get to in the month of March is Sapphire Spring by Christopher Rice, or C. Travis Rice is his pen name for this male romance series. This is the second book in the Sapphire Cove series. This is a story that revolves around this hotel resort. We get more on that resort in the first book. In this book, we get Nasser's story. We were introduced to this character in the first book as our main character's best friend. He works at Sapphire Cove as the chief accountant, and I believe he reconnects with someone from his high school days. This character, I think, gave him some problems, probably about being gay in high school, and now this guy is gay, or he was covering up for himself in high school. You know the gist. But I'm really excited to get into this one. Christopher Rice narrates it himself, so I will definitely be listening to the audiobook. And then we still have Cross Her Heart by Sarah Pinborough. I'm actually not very excited to get to this one. I just wanted to get to it just because I haven't read anything other than Insomnia and Behind Her Eyes, and I had this on my shelf, and I really liked both those books. One more than the other, but I just wanted to see what this one was all about, although I hear it's not her best work, so I'm actually really not excited to get to this one, to be honest. I mean, I am, but I'm not, so this one might have to wait until another month, but we'll see. We might get to it. In this one, I believe we're following a single mother and her teenage daughter, and I believe her teenage daughter maybe dates an older man behind her back, and I don't know. It really actually sounds pretty good in the synopsis, but I hear it's not the best. I believe our single mother also has a bit of a dark past, maybe, and some things are coming back to haunt her. I don't know if it has anything to do with her daughter and who her daughter's dating. I don't know. But we're gonna see if we can get into it this month. If not, we'll try another month. I will get to it though. I will get to it. Okay, moving on to some other thrillers that I definitely hope I can get to in the month of March. I have a really big, ambitious month here. So first we're going to talk about Girl 11. This is by Amy Suter Clark. I heard this book had a podcast in it, so I immediately snatched it up. It does sound really good in the synopsis as well. It says former children's Social worker El Castillo now hosts a popular true crime podcast investigating cold cases of missing and abducted children. After 4 seasons of successfully solving cases in Minnesota's Twin Cities, Elle decides to tackle her white whale, the Countdown Killer. 20 years ago, the Countdown Killer, the Countdown Killer, or TCK, terrorized the community by kidnapping and ritualistically, it's like cut off. Ritualistically. Wow. This killer murdered 3 girls over 7 days, each a year younger than the last. But after he took his 11-year-old victim, the pattern and the murders abruptly stopped. That's all we're gonna read. Sounds really good. I'm excited. I love a podcast and a book. And then this one as well. I've kind of been into the whole YA thriller thing lately. So this is She's Gone by David Bell. This one says, when 17-year-old Hunter Gifford wakes up in the hospital on the night of homecoming, he's shocked to learn he and his girlfriend, Chloe Summers, have been in a terrible car accident. Hunter has no memory of the crash, and his shock turns into horror when he is told Chloe's blood has been found in the car, but she has disappeared. Back at school, his fellow students taunt him, and his former best friend starts making a true crime documentary about the case, one that points the finger directly at Hunter. And just when things can't get any worse, Chloe's mother stands in front of the entire town at a candlelight vigil and accuses Hunter of murder. Another podcast, possibly in a book. I don't know, YA thriller sounds really, really good. He lost a little bit of his memory, don't know what happened to his girlfriend. I'm ready. And In My Dreams, I Hold a Knife by Ashley Winstead. I've heard so many good things about this book. I am very late to the party on this one, so I really would like to dive into it this month. This one says, 6 friends, 1 college reunion, 1 unsolved murder. 10 years after graduation, Jessica Miller has planned her triumphant return to Southern elite DuQuote University, down to the envious whispers that are sure to follow in her wake. Everyone is going to see the girl she wants them to see, confident, beautiful, and different. Not the girl she was when she left campus, back when Heather Shelby's murder fractured everything, including the tight bond linking the 6 friends she'd been closest to since freshman year. But not everyone is ready to move on. Not everyone left DuQuote 10 years ago. I don't know if I'm saying that right. And not everyone can let Heather's murder go unsolved. Someone is determined to trap the real killer, to make the guilty party pay. The 6 friends are reunited. They will be forced to confront what happened that night and the year's worth of secrets each of them would do anything to keep hidden. Told in racing dual timelines with a dark campus setting and a darker look at friendship, love, obsession, and ambition, In My Dreams, I Hold a Knife is an addictive, propulsive read you won't be able to put down. Like I said, I hear so many good things about it. Sounds really good. I'm ready. So I didn't choose any male romances to read. I'm going to pick them out of this jar. I'm going to pick 3 just because we're already in the month of March. I probably should pick 4, but I'm gonna start off with 3. My month is already looking pretty ambitious, so let's dive in. Let me give it another good shake and see what I'll be reading. All right. First one is, I'm excited. Oh, Pushing the Limits by Riley Hart. I actually think this is the 2nd book in a series, so I had a feeling this was going to happen. Yes, Pushing the Limits is actually book 2 in the Secrets Kept series. So we're going to put this aside for right now. I definitely don't want to start the second book in a series first. So let's just see what else we can get. If we can get the first book, we'll do both of them. Off Limits by Riley Hart. This is the first book in the Secrets Kept series. Oh my god, what are the odds of that happening? That is insane, I promise. I did not do that on purpose, I promise. So okay, so we'll be reading the Secrets Kept duet so far. I don't know if there's going to be a third book. Okay, so Off Limits by Riley Hart says, it started out as a little fun. When there was a man in my building on a hookup app, why not message him? Only we didn't meet. We just texted one night after the other. Good with his hands was the perfect escape from my life where pressure was always on my shoulders. My father's expectations, the worry about my sister Maddie getting sick again, and her ex-husband, writer Linwood, suddenly back and volunteering at the same hospital as me. It would have been smart to keep my distance from the man who came out as gay, tearing our close families apart and breaking Maddie's heart. So is this Maddie's ex-husband that he's texting with and he doesn't know? Yes. Ryder was off limits. I knew that. Still, I couldn't make myself stay away. Yes, we're all about it. Okay, Off Limits is happening, as well as Pushing the Limits. This one, I believe, is going to be a different story between two different characters. I don't know if the characters are going to intertwine or not. We shall see, though. This one says, I was 14 when my dad married Lane's mom and our families became one. One of my favorite moments were those spent staying up all night talking or watching Lane create art. So I think this is going to be a stepbrother type of love story. One of my faves. There aren't many things more inconvenient than loving your stepbrother. I know the limits, and that's pushing them too far. Over the years, I've pulled away from him. It was easier when he left for New York, but now he's back, not only in Atlanta, but in my home, trying to get back what we lost. How can I tell my own stepbrother that I want him in my bed? That I want to call him mine? One kiss changes everything. Pushing the Limits is a stepbrother romance with a cocky main character who shows his vulnerability through the one man he's not supposed to want. Sexy painting and a love that defies the odds. We're gonna do it. All right, let's pick one more. I don't think I have any other series in here except for maybe like the second or third book of a series I haven't read yet. So let's see what this is gonna be. Oh, yes. Bare Desires by Ashley James. This is the first book in a series. This is the Deepest Desires series. It says Bare Desires is the first book in the Deepest Desires interconnected series. It is a forbidden male-male stepbrother romance, and it is angsty and emotional. All about it. So we have Luca Gray Hart and Brandon Joseph Adler will be our two love interests in the book. Luca says, I have everything I could ever wanted. A great family, awesome friends, a girlfriend, and I'm headed off to my dream college. But the past is always there, lurking like a shadow in the night. Branson says, I love men. I love everything about them. Their feel, their smell, their taste. It's no secret to my friends and family that I'm gay, but I do have one secret. What happens when you give in to the temptation and your world turns upside down? Another stepbrother romance. Love it. All right, I'm super excited. So we have a series that we're going to start, or a duet. I don't know if there's going to be a third book, and then the first book in another series. So I'm really excited about all of these. All right, y'all, that's all I have to share with y'all today. I have a pretty ambitious birthday month coming up in reading, so we'll see how well I do. I, of course, will keep you posted. As always, thank y'all so much for watching. Hope you're all doing well out there, and I'll see y'all very soon in a new video. Bye, y'all.